It sure is funny how hard a man can fall. It sure is funny how a man can fall when he starts to thinking one woman has got it all. I'm going to the river, I'm going to take a great big jump. I'm going to the river, take a great big jump. Well, I used to be a wise man, a woman made me a chump. I started to think about the very various songs, the famous songs that are produced in this tuning, and of course there are hundreds of them. So I've just chosen a few and we'll take a look at the different kind of style we can produce in this tuning. For example, here is Pink Anderson's CC&O Blues. It goes like this. Why don't you tell me so? If you don't want me, why don't you tell me so? If you don't want me, why don't you tell me so? And I won't be knocking on your door no more. A great, lovely old ragtimey feel, and without that drop D, it wouldn't really be anything. But it's not just the old songs, all the ragtimey songs that people have used this tuning to get a really nice song. For example, this song is Castles in the Air by Don McLean. If she asks you why, you can tell her that I've told you that I'm tired of castles in the air. I've got a dream, and dreams are made to share, and castle walls just lead me to despair. Dreams of forest green, where the mountains touch the sky, a dream come true. Well, I'll live here till I die. I'm asking you not to say my last goodbye. The love we knew ain't worth another try. And round about the same time, or perhaps a little before this, the great Bob Dylan produced this tune, Buckets of Rain. Buckets of rain, buckets of tears, I've got all these buckets coming out of my ears. Buckets of moonbeams in my hand, and you got all the love now, honey, baby, I can stand. The same basic chords and the same feel, but such a different kind of flavour. You may have noticed when I played the CC&O Blues that my strings were bouncing around, and you often find that the old ragtime blues players, they didn't bother too much if their strings were buzzing a little bit. They concentrated on the feel, the rhythm, the infectious the infectious way that this music speaks to you. Take a great player like Sam Chatmon, one of the original Mississippi Chic jugmen. He was a great ragtime blues player. In the clip we're going to take a look at, he's playing Brown Skin Mama, which is a kind of big road blues song. And you'll hear this familiar 1970s boogie John Travolta beat. And after the clip, we'll take a look at how to play this kind of rhythm.
I got a brown skin woman, look up on you, why don't you? I hear me tell you where you stay. I got a brown skin woman, live on a hill, and that book with me swallow. How can you want to do me, woman, like you do? Why don't you? I am me telling you, put it, mama. How can you want to do like you do? How come you want to treat me, woman, like you do? When I left town this morning on my way back home, now don't you? I hear me telling you, put it, mama.
For the purposes of this tuition, it's a very short piece of tuition, maybe 7 or 8 pieces of tablature, just to give us the flavour of what Sam Chatmon was trying to do. In fact, what he did do. Notice how that he hit the guitar really hard. He didn't play around with it, and the rhythm is very strong and quite slow, but it's rock solid. I generally play much faster than this tempo, and I find it difficult to keep the pace down slow, so I'll do my best, and here we go. First of all, we're going to look at the boogie beat. Remember that he hooks his thumb behind those strings and he really snaps them, and then he places the palm of his hand down to stop them ringing. And then we move on to G. Of course we can't use the full G because of the dropped bass. And we don't alternate the basses. We stick on one bass, we just hit that with a monotonic drone. And then you can either use one finger or 2 fingers, it doesn't really matter. And after the G7, we're going to slide up from the 2nd to the 4th fret on the A string, and then slip off that onto the D string with our thumb. And then we make the D shape on the 5th fret. Back to D, and we start our single string run. And we're moving on to the A7. back onto the G7. We're going to stumble the bass again, which means that my thumb rolls from one bass to the next in this way. And we're going to play this. And finish off on the D chord.